Hi everyone, it's Tammy with the Frou-frou Studio. Welcome to my channel today. We are going to be doing I saw it on Pinterest, make today. And as you can see on my desk and on my fingers, it's all about green today. I want to make a version of this pen, which is by More Than Marmalade. She is on Instagram, and she has some really cool journals and things going on her Instagram account. So I encourage you to go and check those out. And I am going to be making this particular make for my Junk Journal Madness journal. And this is her Instagram. She has all kinds of things posted. So, yeah, I want to do this, but I want to adapt it so that it's going to work in my journal. This is exactly the kind of look that I want for the journal that I'm working on. And so I think it is a good make for today. I do not need any more ephemera that I'm not going to use pretty much right away because I have a whole tray of stuff. And so I'm going to try to pick makes that I can use in things that I'm working on currently. So I'm not building any more ephemera stash because at the moment I do not need it. So, this is the journal that it's going to be going in. And if you saw my video from yesterday, again, this is my Junk Journal Madness journal. And if you watched that video, you saw my disaster at the end. But I was able to fix it. And I also have my signatures in now. And so I'm excited to do this make and make this work for my particular journal. So what I have here, I have some pastel pencils. I have some just regular colored pencils. I have some alcohol inks. I have some Tim Holtz Distress crayons. And I have some Distress oxides. I also have several pieces of scrap paper that I'm going to put together to kind of make the little stacked scrappy bits that are in the pen. And so we're going to get started and see what we can do. Now, what I did ahead of time, because it does take a while to do, is make my little faux leaf. And this is made out of vellum and Distress oxide inks. I made these back in the fall as well with fall colors, but I did not want fall colors for this because I'm trying to make this more spring summery. Because one, I'm over the winter, and two, I didn't want the overall journal to be fall. So, I just went through my stash and I got several things that have green in them. I have a little tag here, some bookend paper, I've got some cardstock, I've got my leaf that I made, and I've got this that is a digital that's printed on a book page. And then I have just some, this is drawing paper, and so is this. This one's slicker, so it would be more for like the alcohol inks. This one has more of a texture, so it would be more like for the pastel pencils or the colored pencils. And then I have just some tea-dyed paper here. And this is newsprint here. This is coffee-dyed paper. I've got some pattern paper. I've got some more vellum. And then I've got some just brown paper. So, and as a matter of fact, I want to make sure this brown paper, yeah, it fit. Okay. So, the first thing I want to do is I want to take this with the leaves and the acorns on it and decide how I want this on here. And I'm going to ink it as well. I'm going to use gathered twigs, I think. I think that's appropriate. Let me find my dauber. Gathered twigs. Alright, so let's ink this up and age this up a little bit so it's not so white. For those of you that are interested in how to make the leaves, like I said, I did make some back in the fall. There is a video for that on my channel. And I also do butterflies that way. I can show you one of those. This is one of the butterflies. And again, it's just vellum with some alcohol inks and some splatters. Okay, so we know that we want this to be peeking out the back. Do I want it to go that way or do I want it to go this way? Let me start stacking some of this stuff up and we'll see what I want it to do here. I think I want it to go this way, actually. Maybe this way. I really want those acorns to show. This way. I'll make up my mind in a minute. Maybe. Okay, and then I'm just going to start stacking these up on here. I want my leaf to go on here. And my little greens. I'm going to get them all kind of how I think I want them. Then I can determine what kind of color swatches I want where. I think I want something like that, okay? So now what I want to do is I want to take several of these pieces and I want to do some color swatching on them with the different kinds of markers and things that I have. And then we'll figure out how we're going to attach it together. I want it to be, you know, pretty random. So since this is the more smooth paper, I'm going to do the alcohol ink, the alcohol markers on this one. And basically what I'm going to do is just do this, just random little swatches of the different colors. This may need to be a little wider. Now, I'm not trying to do anything perfect because I just want this to look like, you know, he has gone out and made field notes and little drawings and whatever from different things. So then I want that to be torn. This is like a old book page, the, you know, little side edge that you cut off, and it is really smooth. So let's do the colored pencils for this one. Because it's going to have a totally different look. Okay, so there's that one. Maybe we'll put that one there. I'm not going to swear they're going to go back in the same spot they were. All right, let's do the pastels on this one. And all these may not show, and if they don't, then I'm fine. All right, so now we need the crayons. Let's do those down here. And then I want to do the alcohol, not alcohol inks, these distress inks on the vellum. And I'm going to do those with my water brush here. Okay, wipe that up before I put my sleeve in it. Okay, now we can ink some of these other pieces, in particular this one. And I'm going to take my little towel here I just used, and I'm going to kind of rub those a little bit because they are pastels, and if I don't kind of burnish them in, then they're going to smear. Alright, so we got all of our pieces made now. Now we can see how we're going to put them together. Even though I already kind of had them together, they won't end up that way, I'm sure. Okay, so for sure, we want to get rid of these straight edges. And bring the vellum up to there. And I want to rough these up. So I'm going to take the edge of my scissors and just take that along. I don't care if that tore at all. And then ink it. Okay. Let's put some on that white. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is put this piece down. I'm going to get my glue stick. Let me move all these out of the way now that we've used those. That way we'll have more space to work here. Alright, so glue stick. Okay, now we want our vellum to go down. And that, of course, wants to roll, but it'll be all right once we get everything else down. And I think we want this guy next. Okay, and then we have this guy over here, didn't we? Let's rip the bottom of that. We don't need all that on there. Now we can start stacking these up. I feel like I need this to be over here. Like I said, this won't end up the same way I had it to begin with, and that's okay. All right, so I'm going to staple these together. I want my leaf. I think I'm going to do it that way. This one needs to be inked. Oh, see me inking with my glue stick? Brilliant. I'm going to take a tiny paper clip. If I can get one the right color that I want. Everything's sticking to me because I got glue on my fingers. pattern paper. Ugh. Alright. Got globs of glue and I don't have that piece down yet. Alright, and let's tear this edge. Okay, get a new glue page because I got a big glue glob on that one. I think that needs to be down further. Is that going to leave me enough room? Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to put my leaf down now. And I'm going to use art for that. Art glitter glue. Maybe. I'm just going to go around the edges. I don't want to lose all my dimension on my leaf, so alright, and then that's going to go there. And my label's going to go right there. I think I originally had it on the other side, but I like it there better. And then I'm going to ink around the whole thing. Now that I think about it, this would make a great writing board because you could make the hard surface on the back of it so that you could write on those bumpy pages. I may do that. Now I'm just gluing down any place that I need to secure it. I kind of covered up all of the distress inks, but that's okay because we have the distress inks on the actual leaf, so they're still there. I'm going to kind of crinkle these up a little bit. Maybe put a tear there. And I think I'll use a piece of sellotape maybe right here, just so that kind of looks like it's been taped in. And I might use it on the leaf as well, so the leaf looks like it's been taped in. It's supposed to look like, you know, field notes, and so I don't feel like he would have glue. You know what I mean? He might have a roll of tape and a stapler, but he's probably not going to have glue. Okay, the only other thing is I would kind of like to have something that has a little bit of handwriting on it. So if I took a pen, gotta move my teeth so I can get to my pens. Let's see if this one. Okay, and I did like a 1, a 2, and a 3 on there. And then maybe wrote the word sample up here. Let's do a number 1 there. Do a 1 there. Can't, the 2 would be cut off. All right, sample number 2. maybe put number 3 here. And a 1. Couldn't see the 2 or the 3. Yeah. Like it. Let's put another paper clip here. And let's do a staple there. All right. There we go. There's my little sample board. Now let's see how it's going to look on the page. Hopefully it's going to be, it'll fit and it won't be too big. I think it needs to go someplace on this side. That one's pretty white. Or, like I said, I could make a writing board. Back of this one's white. Look good there. And yeah, I think it's going to fit fine. Okay, so there we go. There is, I saw it on Pinterest for this week. And you can see, I mean, I was definitely inspired, if I can get my thing open. I was definitely inspired by this page, but, you know, my make is totally different from the one we see. So, yeah. Again, it's More Than Marmalade on Instagram, if you want to look her up. And her name is Tracy. Thank you, Tracy, for the inspiration. It was a fun little make. And that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys back soon. Bye.